Okay, in this section, we're going to look at subtracting again, polynomials, so finding the difference. So if I gave you negative x squared minus 5 minus negative 3x squared minus x minus 8. Remember, there's a negative here, so it's like a -1, right? A -1. You have to distribute that negative to everything that is inside those parentheses after the negative, not before it, okay? So we have a -1 times negative 3x squared. So we get a positive 3x squared. And then we have a -1 times negative x. So we get a positive x. And then we have a -1 times -8. So we get a positive 8. Okay, so what that negative on this outside is doing is it's changing all the operation signs inside, right? It's changing those. So then we're going to bring this down. So we have negative x squared minus 5. And now we're going to combine like terms. So we're going to kind of go down the list. So I have a negative x squared and a positive 3x. So we have a -1 plus 3x squared. So remember we keep that x squared. So we get a 2x squared. Then I have an x. Well, I don't combine another x with anything, so that just becomes plus x. And now I have a -5 and a positive 8, so -5 plus 8. So I get a positive 3, and that is your answer. Okay, so now let's look at another one. What if I gave you x squared plus 6x cubed minus 4 minus 5x cubed plus 7x. I don't know why I wrote that. There we go. 7x minus 3x squared. Okay, so now we have this negative, so we want to distribute it. So that's going to be negative 5x to the power of 3. We want to distribute it to this 7x. So it's going to become negative 7x. And then we want to distribute it to our negative 3x squared. So we're going to do a positive 3x squared. And we're just going to bring down the first part over here, right? And now we're going to combine like terms. So I have an x squared. Go down my list. No, yes. Okay. So I have a 1x squared plus my 3x squared. So remember we have our 1. There's a 1 in front of there. So we have 4x squared. Now I have a 6x to the power of 3. I'm going to go down my list. I have a negative 5x. So I have 6 minus 5x to the power of 3. So we have plus 1x to the power of 3. You don't really need the 1, but if you want it there, that's fine. Then I have a 4. I can't combine it with that 7, so I'm going to leave my -4 minus 7x. I'm going to put this in standard form. So we have 1x to the power of 3 plus 4x squared minus 7x minus 4. And that is your answer. Okay, let's do another one. So we have x squared plus 3x to the power of 3 minus 3 plus 2x squared plus 7x minus 2x to the power of 3. Notice what we're doing. We're adding, so the parentheses do not really matter. So we have 2x plus 3x to the power of 3 minus 3 plus 2x squared plus 7x minus 2x to the power of 3. And now I'm going to combine like terms. So I have an x squared. I go down my list. I have another x squared and no other. So I have 1 plus 2x squared. So I get 3x squared. I have x to the power of 3. Look at what I have. Oh, and I have another x to the power of 3. So I have 3 minus 2x to the power of 3. So we have plus 1x to the power of 3. Then I have a 3 and a 7. I can't combine those, so a plus 7x minus 3. Put it in descending order, so we have 1x to the power of 3 plus 3x squared plus 7x minus 3. So remember what you're doing. You are not solving. you're combining like terms. So we add or subtract our coefficients. That's the numbers in front. And we keep our variable with the same exponent or power. Those words are interchangeable. Have a great day.